Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby Star Allies. In the last episode we beat Wispy Woods, and in this episode we'll be going to Castle Dedede. But before we do that, there's a little something that I want to show off in this level again. So what I actually want you to do here, it's a bit of a little secret. Once you get to here, the room right before the boss, I'm going to take that Parasol of Waddle Dee actually, because, you know, favorite character and all that. Once you get right before the boss, so what I'm going to do here is line myself right up with this tree right here, the third tree right before the boss. Now we're going to head back, and as you'll see, the level would have changed a little bit because normally you can't actually go backwards in the rooms. You'd have to, well, you'd just be stuck. You can't have to do anything. However, if you do this correctly, a door will appear once again for you to go through. I guess I should be showing this off. This entire room changes to give you an absolute ton of lives and puzzle pieces. Sorry if you can hear that car. And then once you actually get back all the way to the beginning, I mean, we're not there yet, but once you get close, I'm not sure if this room changes at all. I don't think it does actually. Although, can we actually collect this again? Oh, that just gives you HP, or not HP, an invincibility thing. Normally that's the rainbow puzzle piece, which actually I should mention, if you collect a rainbow puzzle piece after you've already gotten it, it gives you 3 puzzle pieces. So going through the stage can be worth quite a bit of puzzle pieces. Anyway, after you've done all that and come back here, you'll notice there's a door here that wasn't here before. Go in here and lo and behold, if we can load it, you get a room here. It's called a Howl Room. If you haven't heard of these are pretty much in every Kirby game, and they're room to give you, they're basically a prize for knowing the game pretty dang well and finding some of the well-hidden secrets in the game. And we have a bunch of abilities that we wouldn't be able to get normally at this point. So what you see here is cleaning, yo-yo. Yo-yo you can get at this point. Throw, and chef. I don't really want to mess with them now because I'd rather explain them when you're able to get them normally, but just know that they're there if you want them. And also, you get a little thing here. Can I, like, do anything down here? Okay, well, you can continue the level normally if you wanted to. I just put a bomb on his head, he's so dead. Anyway, it's a little odd, but this is going to be our first time showing off the friend combinations. So this is kind of like the mech kind of system in this game, where this is the unique gameplay of the game. This is a friend star. Every once in a while you'll have these combinations that you can do with all of your partners. You need 4 partners to do it. Also, I love how Waddle Dee waved when we went into that door. There's friend circle, there's friend bridge, all kinds of things. So going through that door will actually send you to the boss room, and you'll be able to take on this boss with the friend star, which normally you wouldn't do this otherwise. I just want to point that out. It's weird that we're doing it this early in the game, but this is not something you would be doing normally. And I actually do want to swap over to... Yeah, okay, the X button swaps partners here. I want to swap over to fire just to show you how ridiculous amount of a damage you do whenever you use fire on him. And he'll catch on fire if you use it on him right at that moment. And then he's basically useless, and then he turns into nothingness. And sadly, because you're on the friend star, you can't actually make him not cry. So now he's burning and crying and sad and so many things. I guess if you wanted to max out the amount of puzzle pieces you can get, and I believe this is the best stage for grinding out puzzle pieces, you would just skip the friend star. So you can throw a heart at Wispy Woods and he gives you like 2 or 3 extra puzzle pieces. I don't quite remember. But yeah, that's just a little secret I wanted to show it off because it's really cool. And it's like the biggest secret in the game. Look at that, 14 puzzle pieces in a stage that small. That's pretty good. It's not bad at all. And that was like, what? That was 8 minutes of my time, and I was going slow for the demonstration. Anyway, let's go into Castle Dedede. Did that just go like 10 frames a second there? Huh. Usually it's not really noticeable. Also, I want to point out, I have whip. You hold up. Well, of course you can have something imbued onto your whip. But if you keep holding up, then they'll give you water. It's a sequence. They'll give you all the abilities in order. And if you still hold it, he'll use the Chumbra. Can you just jump into my whip, please? Oh my god. It's a whole sequence of events that they do in order. And then they're going to... Are they not going to jump into my whip? Can I not friend throw like this or something? I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to actually take Spark, because it's a really good ability. I wanted to show off the friend throw there, because I'm pretty sure you can do it as whip. I just can't seem to figure it out. I don't know. So, this is actually Plasma, really, not Spark as an ability. And it hasn't been around in, like, the base games for a while. So, showing it off is pretty cool. Basically, you press a lot of directions, you can build up a little barrier here. I'm getting that buddy. He can take over Burning Leo. So that's Knuckle Joe right there, I believe his name is. He's a fighting type. I say as if he's a Pokemon. He has the fighting ability, which is one of the more interesting abilities in the game, to be honest. He can also do the friend throw, if you want to show that off. I don't think I can show it off myself. Ooh, Bugsy. Okay, so Bugsy will actually give you the throw ability if you suck him, which I'm going to be honest is completely inferior to fighting. You know what? Sure. I'll do it just so I can show off friend throw myself and use it. I kind of wanted to turn that Plasma into another friend. So you can just grab all these enemies willy-nilly and throw them all over the place. What's this? I'm just curious. I don't think they're... And you know what? It might be the rainbow. Yeah, okay, well, it's not the rainbow one. So there's fighting down there. So just so you know, you can throw partners with fighting, but you can also do it with throw. Friend throw! Depending on the... I was about to say, did I miss? Depending on the direction you throw them, they'll go at a different angle and just fly all through the room, destroying everything in their path. And that'll allow us to solve that puzzle there. I want to mention that all of the boss levels are usually short, very short compared to normal levels. And you know what? Friend throw, not friend throw, the throw ability is kind of useless on its own, so I'm just going to take fighting. And remember when I said it can give fire? This move gives fire. If I can do it right. Yeah. Just in case you were curious. It's pretty cool how it can. And of course, once again, friend throw. You can do it with fighting as well. And it gives you another cutscene for it, because it acts as if it's different, because you're using a different ability for it. And using the friend throw here is actually how you get the rainbow puzzle piece. I'm still not used to saying rainbow puzzle piece. It's so weird. I don't know why. Also, if you have Spark, you can light these lanterns and they'll give you a star, which isn't really super important. I will take Spark though, because why not? I don't need another Knuckle Joe. We have me. I'm the Knuckle Joe around these parts. The town ain't big enough for the two of us. Also, that character Plug, who has the Spark ability. Or Plasma ability, I guess it is in this game. He hasn't been around since Kirby 64. I think it's super cool how they added in a character that hasn't been in the game for forever like that. And like, Plug is such a cool looking partner, you gotta admit. He's just a plug. It doesn't get any better than that. What can I say? Yeah, he's a buddy. Oh, this is really pretty. This was in the demo. This was actually one of the demo levels. Pretty much all the demo levels are from this first world. Of course, I am going to want to get rid of all of my friends before actually fighting this next boss, because, spoiler, we are fighting another boss. So I'm going to go ahead and send them all back. And I'm going to grab an ability. Which one should I take? I'm going to actually take Parasol. Just so I can, you know, fight a boss with Parasol. Because why not? If you did miss the last episode, I did say I am fighting all the bosses without any partners, just because it feels right. Anyway, look at who it is. It's his royal nemesis, King Dedede. And I think this is really cool because do you notice a parallel here? This whole scene of this first world of the game is actually the exact same story as Kirby's Dreamland for the Game Boy, you know, the original Kirby game. In that game, King Dedede was actually stealing all of the food in Dreamland. And once again, here he is, of course, corrupted by the dark hearts that we've been seeing. Here he is once again hoarding all the food in Dreamland. It's so cool how they make that connection here. He literally just popped onto my umbrella and died. That's funny. And of course, here's where it gets a little different. Oh, daddy. There he is. It's Buff Dedede. You know. His royal hotness, more like, am I right? Ooh, get out of the way of that. Just barely. Ooh, I forgot how good this down attack is. Infinite damage all in a row. And now we're getting into our next phase here. And also, I love this music too. Of course, King Dedede remix is always on point for Kirby games. Also, I do want to mention, if you use water on these, they turn into actual food. So you basically have infinite healing if you want. It's a little bit of a secret I didn't even know until very recently, so that's pretty cool. Oh please, I want to knock you out. It's pretty hard to knock him out in these next few phases because he's in the air so much of the time. If you can actually combine an ability with electric here, it's really useful for this fight because having ability combined with electricity will give it an upwards hitbox. And of course, you can throw a friend heart at King Dedede to recruit him. Simple as that. So here's the buddies. They made up after all their fighting. And there you have it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this LP. Next, after this, we're going to be doing... I'm just kidding. Y'all know that's the case. It's a joke ending. Haha. Very funny. I'm surprised. I was really surprised that they actually went with this gag. Though once again, it is a parallel with Kirby's Dreamland, how the game ended right there whenever you beat King Dedede. Just a cool callback. But of course, we're not done chasing these hearts. Gotta keep on keeping on. This time with King Dedede. Oh, I love these little cards. And I like, they specifically show the partners that you had previously. And I'm glad that it keeps them even if you got rid of them. Because then it'd be awkward with the cards just being just have Kirby, you know? Because it'd just be a lot of empty space. So they keep the ones that you had previously. Dream Friend King Dedede. You can now call on Dream Friend King Dedede. Head to the Dream Palace. Cool. And so now we see our world select here. World of Peace, World of Miracles, Planet Popstar. I almost want to say that these are references to individual games because World of Peace Dreamland, the first world, is kind of a reference to Kirby's Dreamland. Then World of Miracles, Planet Popstar, I feel like is a reference to Return to Dreamland because this was the overworld hub of that game. I don't know. That's just how it seems to me. Because you can see you're going to fly around on a big star like this, pretty much exactly like Return to Dreamland. And you can go back to Dreamland if you want to. I'm saying Dreamland a lot here because it's a word that's used a lot. Let's go to Friendly Field. And while we do that, let's explain King Dedede as a Dream Friend. So, King Dedede is basically the hammer ability. He has a few moves that are different, like he has the, Dedede, drop or whatever. I don't know. I think it's I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Let me look at his moves here. Rival to rival all rivals ever since Kirby's Dreamland. This tough guy calls himself a king and can take a friend's power and add it to that of his hammer. Wait, rather than reading about it, you should just try it out. Go on. You know you can't resist. Wow, that's very nice there. Yeah, he has a couple of unique moves, but for the most part, it's literally just hammer. He has and then they rename some of the words like Giant Day-to-Day Swing, as if that's not something you can do with the normal hammer. You can have the hammer flip, the Dedede hammer throw. That's right. The A button does something with King Dedede, which usually it doesn't. You can just throw your hammer. Normally A just does nothing. Then the head slide, that's the other unique Dedede move. And then of course the way he flies, you can do a puff bullet, which actually none of the other friends can do except for Kirby. So that's just an interesting thing there. Anyway, I'm gonna pop off of King Dedede, let him do his own thing. We have a new ability here, cleaning. And in fact, I kind of think I want that myself, so I'm actually going to take that. And I'm gonna turn Parasol into a friend. Thank you. So with cleaning, you can actually give the, here, if I can get Dedede to hold his hammer up, you can give Bluster for the first time, which is really cool. And if you want, you can actually also give water by using this up attack in the air. So that's pretty neat. Actually, you don't even have to be in the air. And then, I want to show one of the most overpowered moves in the game. Oh, there's Nago. I like how they used all the characters that aren't actually in the Dream Friend update, which is Ku, Kine, and Rick. They used all of the friends in this ability that aren't in as a Dream Friend. So that's just a little detail that I thought was pretty cool. Anyway, the most overpowered attack in the game is this. You dash in the air and then press B. You turn into Chew. You do the Chew special from Kirby's Dreamland 3, which, by the way, I'm so happy that this game is a love letter to Dreamland 2 and 3, because those were two big games that have been neglected over the years in terms of like Kirby content, so it's awesome. But yeah, you're literally invincible while doing this attack. Nothing can hit you. So cleaning is actually a pretty dang good power-up once you think about it. Anyway, let's keep on moving. This is just a normal stage, and you'll see the levels get longer and longer as we go through the game. Now that we've entered World 2, the game's going to get a little bit more difficult, and we're going to have a lot more variety in our friends. Can you actually... Oh, you can't actually friend the sleeping boy. Of course, if you do take that, you do sleep. Also, I probably should have recruited another partner by now. We're just chilling here with King Dedede and a Waddle Dee. But, no, here, I'll take your knot. Never mind. Here, we'll just take another Broom Hatter. Which, once again, is a... It's cool, because Broom Hatter is an enemy that's always been around, but has never given you a power-up except in Kirby's Dreamland 3, which, of course, was the cleaning power-up. I like how they, like, updid this power-up. Usually, in Kirby Dreamland 3, when the only other game where this game had a power-up, where this power-up was in the game, this was all you could do. You could just sweep and you could walk. That's it. So, it's cool that they, like, improved the ability so dang much. I'm gonna get rid of Broom Hatter. We already have one. Once again, there's not enough room for the both of us. Yeah, cleaning is an ability you might see me sticking with quite a bit. You can use a cutting ability to get to the secret room here, just because it's so strong, and I love the sentiment more than anything. All right, what do we got here? Oh, okay. So what it actually wants us to do here, and this really shows off Bluster, how Bluster works. It wants us to give specifically Cutter the Bluster power-up. Because if you do that, I'm not sure if he'll actually do it himself. Yeah, he will. It makes the Cutter just go straight up. Which is an odd effect, you may say, but like, if you do Final Cutter, actually I can't do it right now. I'll try to show it off whenever I can, but Final Cutter with the Bluster power-up just keeps on going and going and comboing forever. It's awesome. And that's the case for most Bluster things. You can combo forever because they give a little bit of a floatiness to your attacks. Oh, he's going to cut it down again, despite we already cutted it. Cutted it, I say. Can I get on to the right boy? All right, let me see if I can pull off a Cutter. Look at this. It just kept going. We accidentally touched the ground and got out of our combination there, but you could see he was just going and going. He never stops. So, it's cool. Use the Bluster Cutter to hit that. Yeah, now that they gave you the secret to give you Bluster Cutter, they're going to put a couple of more secrets in the level that are like, hey, now that you obviously have this ability, why don't you use it for something, buddy? It's a bit obvious in the way it's like, oh, use this. Okay. I think it wants to use Bluster Cutter there. Yeah. People did say that one of the biggest problems with this game is that the puzzles weren't hard, and I agree. That's completely true, to be honest. The puzzles are absolutely not hard, and I believe the Switch actually unlocks the Dream Palace. Yeah, unlocked the bad boy. So that's useful to get. There's going to be one Dream Palace in every world, just so you're able to access it from wherever. And then there's also going to be extra levels in every world. I think some worlds can have more than one extra level, so you should always be on the lookout for a switch in a stage, even though most of the stages don't really have one. So just a heads up if you weren't ready for it. Also, I think that hint there was actually telling us there's going to be a new friend ability here. Yeah, here we go. Friend Circle. Aptly named because we turn into a circle. I do like these little sequences here. They mix up the gameplay, and I love how King Dedede looks. Oh, so cute. Anyway, this basically, if you ever played Yoshi's Island, it plays a lot like the skiing section in that. You're just forced to go forward, and you jump whenever you want to, basically. I guess it can also be equated to like the motorcycle thing in Kirby's Epic Yarn. I feel like there should be a more accurate thing like that in the Kirby series already. I want to say this is actually how we're going to be able to get our rainbow puzzle piece. Once again, still not used to saying puzzle piece. Maybe not. There's just nothing here. Oh, you know what? There it is. The puzzle piece is actually mandatory in this stage. Funnily enough. Alright, I'll take it. And there we go. Out of the stage with our clean ability. Ooh, I can't wait to get into some of the later abilities. Honestly, as you go through this game, the abilities just get better and better and more interesting. Pole is one I'm looking forward to specifically. You don't see that until like the third world, but it's so cool. And it's 3 worlds out of 5. And the 5th world being the final stage, the final boss. We're only missing 1 puzzle piece in this first one. Yeah. It's just so exactly Street Pass. Like the pink puzzle pieces being special, the blue ones being normal. It's exactly Street Pass. I have to wonder if if the same people worked on this game in Street Pass. Just curious. Anyway, there of course we unlock the museum. Reef Resort. Yep, that's all good and cool and whatnot, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it off there. You might meet Legendary... Really now? I didn't think that'd happen. Yeah. I'll see you all in the next episode, when we go to the Dream Palace, get ourselves a new friend, and go on to Reef Resort. See you all then, and goodbye.